Bet on Bears fans, the Friday edition of the Chicago Bears podcast is here. Pat the designer, Adam Abdalla back in the building. I have a very, very interesting quarterback question that I want to actually get in depth and break down a little bit here because it talks about the Bears' history. It talks about the struggles of drafting a quarterback, and it speaks to how the Bears kind of have to go about things to get this decision right. All that more in today's episode of the Chicago Bears podcast. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Oh, you're pointing to the subscribe.
I'm pointing to subscribe so they know where it is.
I didn't know what was going on. I thought that was like a new style of dance.
No, that's my thing. I do the thumbs up, and then now I point to the subscribe thing. And we
got to start putting a subscribe button right beneath your hand.
Yeah, I do. That's why I cover the whole bottom, or try to, because it's anywhere in that vicinity. General vicinity. Yeah, hopefully.
I feel that.
How you feeling? It's over there. Like maybe it's over here now. I don't know.
Well, now it looks weird.
Now it does look
weird. Now it looks weird. That got weird real fast.
I'm good, man. We're less than 3 weeks away from the draft.
Oh, I can't wait.
Finally.
Yeah.
I kind of think that now it's done. Like, just turn in the card.
Caleb's at this point. Shay said this the other day. At this point, just start selling the jersey.
Yeah,
He's had dinner with one person.
At least let me buy a jersey so I can wear it on draft night. Like, don't print the jerseys just yet because we still don't know what number he's gonna wear. But like, give me a blank jersey with just his name on the back.
Yeah.
And then I'm good.
I saw a guy legitimately. He said these jerseys are $200 a pop.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a new jersey. And he gets the names, like the stitching removed.
That's wild.
And then gets it restitched. And I guess it's like $75 to basically get that done.
Yeah.
And like put a new number on there.
Yeah.
That might be the way to go.
See, I just used to go the Walmart route, and I would just go to Walmart and get. So I have all the jerseys of Arab last names because I'm Egyptian. So I've got a Musa Muhammad jersey.
Of course you do.
But so I always tell Tom Waddle that I've got the other 87, and then I have a Rashad Salam jersey, and then I have a Nathan Vasher jersey for some reason. I really like Nathan Vasher, and they were on sale at Walmart. Sorry, Nathan. They were on sale, and so I got it.
I mean, listen, you can get a lot of these. What jersey did I end up getting? I got a Zach LaVine jersey on an extreme discount like last year when when his name was in the trade rumors.
Yeah.
And they were just sure that he was traded.
Oh, yeah.
I got it at like 75% off. They were like, it's like $40.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, Zach LaVine jersey, $40. He's been a productive player here. It's not a bad jersey to have.
See, here's the problem with basketball jerseys. This does not look good in a basketball jersey, like this situation.
Got to tone up a little bit, maybe?
Not even that. Like, I don't know. So I was actually excited when they brought in the sleeves.
Yeah.
Like, I was the one person that was like, hell yeah.
You were in on the Christmas sleeves back in the day.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to get a Bulls jersey with sleeves. This is great because it's like, to me, it's like a soccer jersey. Soccer jerseys are my favorite because they're like t-shirts.
Yeah.
You don't have to, it's not oversized like a Bears jersey or like a football jersey. It doesn't have buttons like all the way down like I'm wearing a weird button up like it's a baseball jersey. Baseball jerseys are fine though. I don't mind baseball jerseys.
Jersey rankings right here. We're going to start off with this. Jersey rankings. I'm not personally, I say I'm a basketball jersey guy. I think basketball jersey is top of my list. Baseball jersey for me is 2.
Okay.
I would say hockey. Ooh, I'll go hockey sweater 2.
Okay.
But it's a specific time of year you can kind of rock that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're the weird guy that's wearing no shirt under a hockey sweater.
Like, it's so hot
in the summertime. It's like, all right, dog. And then I'll go baseball jersey 3. Football jersey 4 for me.
Okay.
Football's at the bottom for me. I feel like it's like, all right, I'm wearing this thing that definitely needs pads to look amazing.
Yeah, soccer jersey 1 for me, baseball jersey 2, football jersey 3. No, hockey jersey 3, football 4, NBA 5.
NBA down that low for you.
I just can't do it unless you're giving me sleeves. I
know what it is? You don't wear enough jewelry, dog. You got to go full on Egyptian for us here, dog.
Well, I need more turquoise and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you get the
chain
jersey
with my name on it and stuff. See, that's the problem. I don't wear enough. Like, I have a wedding ring and a watch, and like that's it. It's also probably a thing that I've had to hide. Like, I went on a run of like 18 to like age 25 where I had tattoos for my parents, so nothing was like below like a 3/4
Oh,
inch
so this
sleeve.
is a mental thing.
Oh,
This
yeah,
has
dude.
nothing to do
No,
with the actual
this
jersey.
is all like
This is
Arab
trauma.
guilt. Yeah, this is all Arab guilt right now. Like, I don't want to piss off my parents.
They still don't know.
I'm wearing long sleeve shirts, and they're like, "Why are you wearing a button down shirt rolled up? It's 95 degrees." I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm fine. I'm sweating my balls off.
No, that is there's stuff I have just now started to tell my mom that I'm like, it's probably okay now. Like, she doesn't hit me as much anymore, right?
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah,
cool. Like,
yeah.
I told her I played football finally, like 2 years ago.
Like, you play?
Like, I snuck onto the team
Okay.
when I wasn't supposed to play
All
and
right.
dislocated my shoulder.
Okay.
And then the only thing she said to me was, "See, I told you."
Yeah,
Because
that'll
I dislocated my shoulder and I was like, I
Yeah.
can't play anymore.
Yeah.
So. Hey, let's jump into some Bears talk on this. We do want to let you guys know this episode's brought to you by the Hard Rock Casino in Northern Indiana. Las Vegas style gaming, just 30 minutes from Soldier Field, exit 6, right off of I-80 94. So my question today for this episode,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like this is way too early to ask this question, and I'm going to see it in the comments, I know. But I think that you almost have to ask this because of the mediocrity that we've seen at the quarterback position. No, not that. Not that. Not that. I'm not even I don't even use those words around anything quarterback on this show because I can't mentally take it anymore. Generational and bust are the two words
I know.
I can't do. If Caleb Williams shows up in his first year and manages to have a 4,000 plus passing yard season,
Okay.
maybe Mitch touchdown to interception ratio, nothing crazy, right? Regular numbers from regular quarterbacks around the NFL.
Yeah.
Is he the best quarterback in Chicago Bears history in his first year?
Well, statistically, he would be. They've never had a 4,000-yard passer. So statistically, yes, he would be. Now,
would he be crowned? Would he get the pressure of that comes with it?
I don't know if there's necessarily I don't think he's coming in with a lot of pressure necessarily because he still is going to come in with rookie expectations, right? Like I expect him to struggle a little bit. I think the infrastructure is better, so he's allowed to struggle. You know, you bring him in, you add Keenan Allen, you've got DJ Moore already, Cole Kmet's good, Swift can catch. Like, you've got a structure in place for him where it's very quarterback friendly. You also have the same situation where when Nagy took over and Trubisky was the quarterback and they went to the playoffs, the defense is really good.
Yep.
You know, like they could have a top 10 defense for the entire year as opposed to just, the second half of the year after Sweat got here. So he's coming in with a better situation. So I don't know if it's expected for him to get to 4,000 yards, but definitely he has to eclipse like 3,000, 3,500.
Yeah.
Like if Fields would have played all of last year based on his average yards per game, he would have hit 3,300 yards.
Yep.
So it still wouldn't have even been 3,500. So if Caleb Williams comes in and throws for 4,000 yards, has a decent touchdown to interception ratio, I don't even think it has to be that great. As long as he's not screwing up the game. Like, to me, interceptions, there needs to be like a separate category for untimely interceptions. Like, an interception at the end of the half, he's throwing up a Hail Mary. Like, yes, it's going to count against him, but we all know that that's a BS interception.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he throws an interception the way Justin Fields has at the end of the game when you're driving and you've got under 2 minutes and you need to get into field goal range, you need to score or whatever, that should count like as 2 interceptions. You know what I mean? Like there you weight interceptions differently.
Yeah.
If a ball goes off receiver's hands and into the arms of a defender,
that should one less interception.
Yeah, that's not a quarterback interception.
We got to start counting interceptions on receivers.
Exactly. Yeah, or coaches sometimes. You know, you throw up a Hail Mary at the end of a half or something like that. That shouldn't count against you.
Yeah.
You know. So I think that yards wise, he's gonna have success because Keenan Allen's gonna be locked down anytime you need him. You know, you need to pick up that first down. Keenan Allen's gonna be there over the middle every time you need him. So the easy yards are gonna be there. I think he should. I don't know if he necessarily is going to have to. If the defense plays the way they did the second half of the year, I don't know if he necessarily has to be oh, we have to set this expectation for him of hitting 4,000 yards the first year.
I think that's tough though, right? Because it's not like that's a crazy accomplishment anymore.
Well, I think
right? It's like we're seeing quarterbacks like
it is and it
Sam
isn't.
Howell.
Yes, but
is a 4,000-yard passer.
Yeah, but he was throwing it 60 times a game. You know what I mean?
I can't tell you that we're not going to be doing that, Abdalla.
I don't think they will be. I think that they're still going to be a run first, control the clock, win with defense, at least until because he's still a rookie coming in.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be this. You're not coming in to run air raid. You know, like you're not going to just have guys running down the sidelines trying to get open and just hope you can. This isn't going to be the Tennessee offense or even the Oklahoma offense he played in or the USC offense he played in. This is going to be very structured. They're still going to pass a lot.
Yeah.
But I think he definitely eclipses 3,000 yards, assuming he stays healthy. I think he can get to 3,500. But I think I looked the other day when we were talking about this on the show. That I think it was 10 or 11 quarterbacks hit 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
There's one. I think there's 2 5,000.
There's two 5,000 last
Mahomes
year.
was one of them.
It wasn't Allen. No, was Mahomes the only one?
Mahomes might have been the only one.
Mahomes, I think, was the only one. I think somebody
5,
hit 4,900
yeah.
last year. Like, it's
like 4,000 is the new 3,500.
Yeah.
3,500 is the new 3,000. I don't think it matters. Just don't screw up.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not looking for him to come in and statistically to be the best quarterback. I don't care about that. I care about, is he costing them games in his first and second year, like the way rookies tend to do? And can he improve week to week? You know, if he does make a mistake, does he not repeat that mistake?
Right.
You know, I think that at times when Fields was here, he would say he wasn't going to repeat the mistake, but then ultimately he would, revert back to those bad habits. I think that with Caleb, he's been playing in an offense where last year he had to do everything.
Right.
You know, he's not going to have to do that here. So the need to pass for 4,000 yards, if the defense regresses and they're bad and the Bears are down in every game, then yeah, sure, he might have to because they need to come back from and try to win every single game the way he was at USC. Like people want to critique, the win-loss record at USC. Look at the losses. Look at the team, look at the defense, but also look at the losses.
Yeah.
He was throwing for over 400 yards in almost every single game except for the Notre Dame game, right? And look at the three Utah losses, because there was 2 last year and then, or 2 years ago, 1 last year. He threw for over 350 yards, over 400 yards in all those games. Like he was going toe to toe with the offense. He was going toe to toe with Washington this year. Like this isn't a guy who can't put up the numbers, Now, obviously, when you're playing against defenses and you're losing, they're playing more of a prevent style defense.
Right.
So you can, they're giving you some yards. They're letting you get to the receivers, but kind of locking down the receivers so they can't get any yards after the catch type of thing. I think that the Bears are going to be pretty still heavily reliant on the run to set up and to help Caleb Williams. So if he does pass for 4,000 yards, I think that one means the Bears have won 9 or 10 games.
Right.
I think it means that, yes, he's statistically the best quarterback in Bears history. I mean,
I don't even
just
think,
based on numbers, he would be.
I'll say this. It's been so bad. It goes past statistically, right? If you have a 9 or 10 win season, and you're a 4,000 plus yard. Now you got to do it multiple times. It's not about just doing it the one time.
But if you do it the first year and you set that standard, that's like, okay, now everybody's on board.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if they go out and at 9 they draft Rome Odunze, because then you're just adding even more.
Yeah.
Like if they go defense at 9 because none of the wide receivers are there, I completely could see it, them just using the pick. And if they get to that, they get a defensive player and he's just with Keenan Allen and DJ Moore and Cole Kmet.
And Cole Kmet.
Yeah.
And
like
DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
And
all that.
Gerald Everett.
Exactly.
We'll give you Gerald Everett.
Yeah, Gerald Everett's in there too. But like,
go get Brock Bowers.
No, don't do that. We don't need 3 tight ends. If they get Odunze, then I kind of expect him to at least hit 3,500 yards, assuming he plays a decent amount of games.
Yeah.
It'd be great for him to sit out the last game because it doesn't matter. But
oh my God, no, no, play all of the games, play every game, because my God, I'm ready for the 4,000 yard curse to be broken. And I don't. Here's the thing: we're saying 4,000 yards. It's not that that's not impressive, but it's kind of not impressive anymore.
I think for the
Like when
the
you
Bears, it
start to
would
see
be.
some of the names that are because for the Bears it'll be the first time they've ever done it. But
Yeah.
I think when I say 4,000 yards, when I say that would put him as one of as if not one of
I'm gonna
the
look it up real
greatest
quick.
passer all time in Bears history. Like to me, you have to look at it and say the rest of the league is doing this with quarterbacks that we all agree suck.
Yeah. Okay. So last year, let's see, 10 quarterbacks passed for 4,000 yards or more. No one hit 5,000.
So Mahomes was under 5,000.
Yeah, where's Mahomes on this list? Mahomes hit 4,100. Okay, so this is just
That
the
checks
regular
out. That
season.
all. Why
Yeah.
we just assumed that, and we kind of just forgot that the
I think that
offense sucked last year.
was that 2022? 2022.
2022, him and
Mahomes
Brady,
was
right?
no, it was only Mahomes hit 5,000
Okay.
yards. The next closest was Herbert at 4,700. So if you go
Monster.
off, so if he passes for 4,000 yards, that means he's a top 10 quarterback in the league. Because last year, Tua, Goff, and Prescott were top 3. Then you had Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence. Stafford was close. He was 39.65. Sam Howell was close. He threw for 39.46.
So he was just under.
Yeah, so those two were Stafford and Howell were just under. So if he throws for 4,000 yards, he's a top 10 quarterback.
Are we saying Baker Mayfield's a top 10 quarterback though?
If you just go by yards, if you just go by yards,
I guess
he
Baker,
absolutely
Baker played
was
really well actually last season. Like I think Baker surprised a lot of people around here. But,
yeah, I mean, so to me, yeah, I mean that means they're winning 9 or 10 games. They're pushing for the playoffs for sure, right? 2, that means he's a top 10 quarterback, and 3, that means the Bears have something, and they made the right decision.
The Bears got it right.
Well, I think they made the right decision regardless. So even if he doesn't pass for 4,000 yards,
I think that I love the decisions that have been made around it because, like you said, it allows you to have the rookie moment. It allows you to fail. It allows you to develop guys.
Mhm.
It allows you to not have to deal with, all right, we're struggling right now. You be the hero, which I think Justin Fields had to deal with way too often here. The hero ball, it's kind of shifted into Justin always wanted to play hero ball. And I think any quarterback would tell you, actually, I never wanted to play hero ball.
Yeah.
But when you blow a 28-point lead heading into the second half and I throw one pass,
yeah,
I got to play hero ball because there's nobody else that's going to be the hero.
It's not even
here.
that to me. To me, it was a financial decision. Like,
yeah, good. It's the smart money move.
If Fields had played better, obviously you make that it's a tougher financial decision.
Yeah.
But this was a financial decision because now you have look at what the Bills are going through, right? The Bills, they decided to Josh Allen is going to make a lot of money against their cap for a while, right? But now you have to take a year off essentially and reset, and you miss out on a year of Josh Allen's window because you have to financially reset and try to figure out what you're going to do with the offense and rebuild the defense.
But
and
I
everything
think that's
like
what
that.
happens when you're in a position to win championships, though.
Well,
I think that's the product of it. You've got enough guys on your team that have been paid because we need to go win championships, right? The Chiefs technically dealt with the same thing.
Yeah.
They just got Pat Mahomes, and he was like, well, we're going to figure out how to go win a championship.
Well, but you can also pick and choose. Like, if your front office is good and you keep drafting young guys and taking flyers on guys like, TJ Edwards, who works out and is, I think, worth more than his contract that he got,
Absolutely.
right? You can afford to pay certain guys like the premier positions. You can pay Montez Sweat a bunch of money. You can pay DJ Moore when he's up if you feel like it. But if not, you decide to extend Keenan Allen. But if you have Rome Odunze, you don't need to extend Keenan Allen.
Right.
You can let him walk after next year. So if you continue to draft well, that's why if there isn't a wide receiver available at 9, I would still go with Jared Verse or Dallas Turner, because then you have a premier position on the cheap.
Locked up, yes.
You can pay Montez Sweat, but because you don't have to pay another defensive end. I think they're not going to go out and pay big money for a 3 technique because I think they like the guy that they got.
Yeah.
And so you can pay your quarterback when the time is there in 5 years from now. Obviously the 5th year option is going to be a decent amount, but he's not eating up, 25% of your salary until it has to.
It offers you more opportunity.
I would love it if the Bears actually drafted a quarterback that was worthy of a second contract. That would be amazing. That'd be great. That's a great problem to have.
Oh, God. I don't know.
If you're just like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. We're going to pay him.
I don't know if I've been alive for a Bears quarterback that got a second contract.
That
the Bears drafted, I guess I should say, because Jay got a second contract.
Jay got a second contract, but that doesn't count.
I don't think I've been alive for a Bears quarterback
Grossman,
that got a
Orton,
second contract.
No.
Oh, my God.
Well,
oh my
I mean,
God.
I don't know the contract specifics of McMahon, but technically I might have been alive for that because I was born in '84. So I have to look at. I don't know.
So you technically were on the earth.
Yeah, I don't know the.
I don't even know if I was born in '94.
Yeah. No, I think you.
I think I've never seen a quarterback get a second contract.
I don't think you've
the
ever
Bears
have
drafted. Put that into perspective. Well, I think even going back, okay, McMahon got a second contract.
If he did, I don't even know.
Outside of, oh no, I don't think he did.
I don't know. I gotta look. This is why we do a podcast.
Dog, this is wild. What a realization! Talk about how bad the quarterback
I'm considering myself a young person here. So because I don't remember this Jim McMahon contract. Let's see what comes up.
I'm trying to think, like, before that, who would have been the last person on the Bears? Is it freaking Avellini? Is Bob Avellini like the last guy to get? Because he was here, what, like 8 years, 9 years, something like that?
Yeah.
He was here a while.
Let's see. Signed a 3-year deal. He had to have because he signed a 3-year deal when he was drafted.
And
yeah, so he had to have. Okay.
So McMahon, okay. All right. So McMahon got.
He had to.
Oh, I thought that was a scary moment here.
I know. I can't believe I didn't. Well, I know why I didn't. Well, at least because I was 4.
At least you were on the earth.
Yeah, I was watching Sesame Street when he was getting contracts. So
oh my God.
I wasn't watching SportsCenter.
So, again, speaking on how bad it's been, this is why when I look at Caleb Williams, and I think we're so scared as Bears fans, we're scared to put the expectations on him that come with a first round pick. It's like, let the kid grow, let him figure out that Brian Post has that figured out. He built the team for him to grow.
Yeah.
My expectations are high on this young man because you moved on from a guy that I think would have done well with this team. But yeah, I mean, as me personally, as a personal thing, but it's also high because there hasn't been a first overall pick that's come into this situation. Yeah. There hasn't been a first overall pick that's had everywhere we turn around. There hasn't been a quarterback in Chicago that's had this situation. Let's start there. But there hasn't been a quarterback that's the first overall pick in the league that looks around and goes, everywhere I look, somebody can catch.
Yeah.
Everywhere I look, somebody's going to be able to hold on to the football if I don't screw up.
Absolutely.
Like it's and so my opinions on how I feel this first year should go for him are higher. I do think that he should be able to reach those heights of the best quarterback in Bears history because that's not that high of a bar to jump over at this point. Like, are we talking Kramer? Is Kramer our best quarterback statistically right now?
I thought it was
single season wise.
Yeah, okay.
Because Kramer's 3,900 yards.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the touchdown interception ratio was, but I would think, right, like even seeing something like that, you'd look at him and go, but he's doing that in his first year.
Well, yeah, I don't think that they're just going to unleash Caleb Williams week 1, right? Like, I think they're going to be very conservative with their game plans and just kind of control the ball and not let him make any mistakes. And
is that our problem here, though?
No,
I
don't think
we've
so.
seen teams kind of, especially recently,
like
where
I
they're
still
like,
think they'll run
let it rip.
Yeah, I think they will, but it also depends on. I still think they're going to be a run first team. Like they're going to be because if you look at the teams that are successful, they're still running the ball successfully. Like if you
still
look
have to run the football,
yeah. And this
Isaiah
isn't just
Pacheco's
be,
a cartoon.
This isn't going to be Washington where Sam Howell's throwing it 60 times.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to do that.
I don't expect that, but I do think that Waldron. We know he doesn't.
He throws, yeah.
He's letting that mug air out.
That's fine.
And this offense that they're building is an offense to air it out.
I hope week 1 against the Packers, because that's my prediction. Week 1 against the Packers.
We're doing this again?
Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football against the Packers, week 1. That's what's going to happen. I mean, it has to, right? You've got Jordan, or against the Lions.
The Lions.
Caveat there.
I can say the Lions.
It could be Lions. It could be
I can see
Packers,
the Lions.
But it's going to be a division game, and it's going to be prime time.
Because Flus kind of has the Lions figured
Well,
out. doesn't he?
Thursday night is going to be the Chiefs, right? The opener is going to be a Chiefs game,
Chiefs.
like Chiefs,
It might be
Bengals.
Chiefs Lions again, actually.
I don't know if they play the. I don't know if they play.
Oh,
the
no, they don't play
Lions.
us again.
Yeah. So then, and then we know Friday night is Eagles, someone in Brazil.
Yeah.
And so Sunday night or Monday night, you're gonna put the number one pick, and they love primetime loves the Bears and Packers. It's gonna be Bears Packers or Bears Lions. I doubt it's Bears Lions, but I think it might be Bears Packers.
I don't want Bears Vikings. That's all I
It
don't want
won't
to start
be.
the
No,
season.
no,
Bears
it won't
Vikings.
be. It won't be.
Bury that. Like,
It
let
won't
me be excited.
That might be a Thursday night division game because they're gonna. It depends if they draft JJ or not. If they draft McCarthy, even maybe a Thursday night game. But I think that the Bears start in prime time.
Are they trading up? You think they're trading
I
up to
think
go
they're
get
gonna
them?
I think they're gonna try.
They
have to.
They got to jump the Giants, right? The
are you
Giants
gonna
aren't dumb
do?
enough to let a quarterback go past them.
What else are you gonna do? There's no quarterbacks next year. You're gonna be Quinn Ewers
Well, I was gonna say wait it out and
for who?
23, Bo Nix.
Oh wait,
They got 11 and 23. Wait it out.
Yeah, I mean, I would wait and see what their second round picks look like for Bo Nix because I don't think. I mean, you could trade up.
I don't listen. I don't think Bo Nix is a first round pick, but if you got 11 and 23,
I think
you can palate being like, well, we went after our quarterback at 23.
If they wanted to compete this year,
Yeah.
they would. I think they would behoove them to wait and get Bo Nix. Someone with a ton of experience, just throw in there and be like, listen, if it works, it works. And if not, you're a rookie. We'll figure it out.
And again, they're JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Michael Penix's a little too injury prone for me. So
I
don't
no
think
knees.
he's got no knees.
Bone on bone.
But again, you're getting him in there and you're going, hey,
yeah,
that's Justin Jefferson over there.
Yeah, just
you throw the football to him as much as you can. Well, don't we want to get other people involved? No. We just him. Every now and then Jordan's going to be open. You throw it to Jordan.
That's fine.
But you throw it to Justin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's finish it off here. Our road to the draft brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. We appreciate Toyota sponsoring the show. I think you were on last time. We came up with the idea of Toyota driving the truck right on as the Bears place the car on the stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then they drive it off.
Yeah.
I told Lance that idea, and he was like, you think they're going to get a Toyota into Ford Field? I was like, sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah, listen. I mean, come on. That's why you just crash through the wall like you're the Kool-Aid man. Pick up Caleb Williams and go, let's go.
Instead of oh yeah, it's just let's go places.
Let's go places.
Put them in the car and drive up.
Yeah.
If the top 3 wide receivers are off the board for the Chicago Bears, would you like the Bears to try and find a way to get into the second round and take one of those talented guys that are there?
No.
Xavier Worthy's on the board. He looks like he's going to be pretty good out of Texas. Brian Thomas is falling a little bit more as well. A lot of yards on the other side of that.
No. Xavier Worthy won't be there. He's a first-round wide receiver.
You think he's first-round pick?
Yeah, he's a first-round wide receiver. Yeah, I think he is. Okay, so how do they get back in? Because I don't want them trading back.
That could be up to you. So you're fine with going 9 and then you're not back in until 75.
Oh, that's tough.
That's a lot of players, dog.
That's a lot of
players.
Well, the problem is
you also you got future capital. I've done this in a couple of my mocks where I'm like, I don't have a second round next year to get into the second round this year.
Yeah, but you have 2 second rounders next year, don't you? Because you have the Panthers.
You got Panthers and yours.
Okay, so I would trade them the Bears. If I could trade the Bears second round pick and not the Panthers second round pick, because that could still be pretty high.
That can be high, yeah. That could be 33 next year. They're going to be bad.
Then sure. If I could just pick swap with someone and just be like, hey, here's our second next year and like a 5th next year or 6th, whatever it takes. Give us your second this year, because you kind of have to look and see which teams have 2 second rounders this year. I don't know off the top of my head how many do. And then maybe you get back in. I want them picking a player at 9 because, again, this goes all into the idea that this team is going to win 9 or 10 games. And ideally, you're not picking in the top 10 for a very long time.
That's the goal.
So unless you're trading off players because you can't afford them or whatever, but the idea is that you are not picking in the top 10 for a very long time because you've hit on Caleb Williams. Your defense is set. You surround them with weapons. So I want them to make that pick.
Yeah.
Because if the receivers aren't there, you can do what the Texans did last year. You can get your quarterback, number 1 or 2, what they did, and then you can get the best defensive player in the draft. You can either get Dallas Turner or Jared Verse, whoever you determine is the better option for your defense. So I think they should stay at 9. If that means you don't get back into the second round, so be it. I'm hoping Tyler Scott turns into somebody. That would be nice. That'd be nice.
It would be nice.
I'm not throwing away players after their first year, so hopefully Tyler Scott can learn how to catch a football.
I think he'll be a little bit more suited being the slot guy this year
than
being all of a sudden he's Darnell Mooney.
Just run faster.
Look, I got off the line. He didn't catch the football.
If you move your second round pick next year to get into the second round because you've got an eye on a receiver, then sure. I believe Odunze will be there. I'm hoping he's there. I'm really hoping
we did our ultimate mock draft war room yesterday on the Breeze. It was like a 2.5 hour stream where we basically just like argued and yelled at each other and let the Breeze chat pick players as we went through and stuff like that. And we made our decisions on them as well, but went through and started seeing mocks where Marvin Harrison Jr. is falling.
No,
is that crazy to say?
Everything
because
I've read,
only because of I would assume because of the medical stuff, which Caleb is basically doing.
Yeah.
Going with one team, but he's not Caleb, right? And
he is though. That's the thing.
He is kind of.
So the people that Chris and I have talked to, we talked to Brett Coleman yesterday. Check it out on the Black and Abdalla YouTube
Tune in
page.
on that.
Where he's like, Marvin Harrison is Caleb as far as receivers go, and then the gap there is then Odunze's next in his mind,
really,
and then Neighbors. Like that's how, and so that's like. Drake May and Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
That like, yes, there is hands down a number one wide receiver and then a gap and then everyone else.
You don't think I don't know what to call them. Like, they're not antics. Like, I keep seeing this, like, well, the antics are causing him to kind of be looked at differently. They're not antics. Like,
there's no antics.
They're literally him saying nobody's going to Deion Sanders did this, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
Deion Sanders
people have done this.
Deion Sanders already said he's going to do it with his kids now.
Well, that's different. Hey, listen, you got to play a little bit better this season before we can start.
Can a second-round draft pick dictate where they go? Is that...
I think he said they're both going top 10 too, right?
Yeah, okay.
Listen, I love
win some games first.
I love the Sanders. I'm not gonna lie. I'm big prime time. I rock with Colorado. I'm all in. Deion is my GOAT in the NFL. I think he's the greatest player pound for pound to ever play. But you got to win a lot more than 4 games before you start dictating policy in the NFL draft.
Yeah. So no, I think that I hope they get Rome Odunze or an edge rusher. Or Malik Neighbors would be fine too. I don't think Harrison's going past 5. There's no way. The Chargers won't pass on him. I don't think if he's there, they're not passing on him.
Are the Chargers? I don't think you can because your wide receiver room looks.
They're not.
It's me, you, and Eric in the wide receiver room right now.
They're not.
But
he's not running the Michigan offense.
But that's what I was going to ask. I'm
no.
Are you just beefing up the line here? I mean, like, Joe Alt is also a name I could see going there. I could absolutely see Jim Harbaugh going, wide receiver. Boys, quarterback's got to stand up.
I mean, the Cardinals will probably take either Joe Alt or Marvin Harrison, though. So either way, he's not getting out of the top 5.
Yeah.
So
we'll see, man. We'll see. I agree with you, but I keep seeing this randomly pop up now, and maybe it's just PFF, screwing with people like they do. But Braxton Jones, top 5 left tackle in the NFL, according to PFF.
I mean, depends on the metrics, right? On Sundays in November, when the temperature is between 32 and 37 degrees, Braxton Jones is the best tackle in the NFL.
I'll tell you what will always make me nervous when my starting left tackle goes, I struggle with the bull rush.
Wow.
Dog, come on, dog. I love the openness, but a little less open.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, appreciate you pulling up.
No
with us
problem.
On today's episode,
Thanks
man.
for
Filling in
me.
for the good kid who's doing the good work out there.
Yeah.
Selling stuff for us. Appreciate that for showing love, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. For Adam Abdalla, I'm Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Bear down, and let's see if we go get the greatest quarterback in Bears history. Peace. It's not that high,